This movie was directed by Alex Kurtzman, who produced films like The Amazing Spider-Man 2, Transformers, the first 2 Star Trek films, Ender's Game, and the first 2 Now You See Me movies. And it stars Tom Cruise, Annabelle Wallis, Jake Johnson, Russell Crowe, and Sofia Boutella as the title character, the Mummy. And it's about 2 guys, one of them played by Tom Cruise, named Nick Morton, I believe, and they found this one sinkhole, I guess it's a sinkhole, I only assume it's a sinkhole, that leads them to the tomb of this female mummy named Princess Amunet. And when they escort her tomb to London just for research, some weird stuff starts happening to Nick Morton. And once Princess Amunet was awakened from her thousands of years of slumber in her tomb, Tom Cruise and Annabelle Wallis have to find some ways to stop Princess Amunet before she destroys the world as we know it. And that is pretty much the plot of The Mummy 2017. After walking out of the film, my initial thoughts for this film was, why was this movie even made? Now, I've never done this before here on my channel, but after seeing this film, this is not going to be an actual movie review. This video is going to be called Why The Mummy 2017 Failed. And I will explain to you why this movie failed. I honestly don't even know where to begin. Let's start with the acting. It's terrible. Everybody in this film was bad. Tom Cruise is alright. He's probably the one saving grace of this movie. The man who played the sidekick to Tom Cruise's character was unforgivably unfunny. All the comedic jokes that he just brought out in this film fell really flat. Jake Johnson, you were very unfunny, and I never laughed at any joke that you brought out in this film. Not one single freaking joke. Annabelle Wallis as archaeologist, I guess. Her character was completely pointless in this film. Every single scene she was in, she has to be Tom Cruise's teacher of some sort and just tell him everything he wants to know. Like, this is this and this is that. This is this and this is that. It's like that. It's horrible. I just can't believe how pointless her character was. If you wrote Annabelle Wallis's character out of the film, it wouldn't change a thing. So, getting her out of the way, let's talk about Sofia Boutella as the Mummy, or Princess Amunet. Now look, I like Sofia Boutella. I like her in films like Kingsman: The Secret Service and Star Trek Beyond. She was really good in 2 of those films. But in this film, her character, Princess Amunet, was incomprehensibly, disastrously awful. The way she acts and looks in this film was absolutely atrocious. Now let's talk about Russell Crowe. He plays Dr. Henry Jekyll, if I remember correctly. He was underwhelming to me. I honestly have not much words to say for Russell Crowe. I really like Russell Crowe, and he was not that good in this film at all. And I can't really blame all the actors for their terrible performances, though, because my biggest gripe with this film is the script. The script was absolutely terrible. And there's another issue that I've been hearing a lot of people complain about, which was the screenplay. And I absolutely know what they're talking about. The screenplay was not that good, guys. It was not that good. But the worst part about this movie that I find it to be so atrocious, it got me so frustrated, was it tries to take itself way too seriously. Now look, I get it. There are some scenes in a lot of other films that should turn out to be serious when there are stakes. Absolutely, that's how you make a story really good. And I get that this movie tries to be serious, but there comes a point in time where making a film that takes itself way too seriously takes away the good experience that most people like myself have for watching this film. Stephen Sommers, who directed the first 2 Mummy movies, understood that perfectly. Alex Kurtzman, the director for this film, completely overlooked those good elements that the first 2 Mummy films have. And I bet you some of the people behind this film were like, Okay, let's take all the good elements about the first two Mummy movies and we'll just make it all serious and dark and gloomy, and people will go buy tickets to see this film and they will like it. Right? Right? No. The humor was unforgivably bad. I did not laugh at least once in the theater. Not once. And I get that it's trying to have some hilarious moments in it. I appreciate it for doing that. But at the same time, all the humor in this film was bad. I did not laugh one moment in this film. Ugh. What else is there to say about this film? Well, the action sequences, they're not exactly terrible, but they're also not really good. Like, you kind of get what I'm saying? They're kind of mediocre at best. The CGI, they're alright. It's probably not good to compare this movie to the previous 2000 Brendan Fraser Mummy films, but I have to. I just can't help it. What the Mummy films from the early 2000s really did so well that this movie pretty much failed was being more entertaining and be more lighthearted and pretty much be a really good guilty pleasure film. And it has solid humor, well done action sequences, and well shot as well. And the stories in both of those films were really good. And the main villain in both of those films, the male mummy in this film, I forgot exactly his name. But what made the first two Mummy movies so great is the motivation that the male mummy had for what he wants to do. Like, you buy into his motivation. You get why he wants to do this. In this freaking crap, Sofia Boutella's character, Aminet, just wants to destroy the world, and just, as we know it, and just did it for no apparent reason. I bet you Brendan Fraser probably saw this film and thought, they just made another bad mummy film. Perfect. I don't really feel like going on anymore. This movie was so terrible, as a matter of fact, that I would rather watch Arrival, my least favorite film of 2016, 10 or 15 more times than watch this movie within the first 5 or probably 7 minutes in the film. I'm done talking about it. Here's my verdict for this film. I'm going to give The Mummy 2017 no Medal of Honor. So much frustration I had with this film. So much. But I will say on a positive note, at least it doesn't have as much praises from both critics and audiences as Arrival does. Yep, it currently has a 17% on Rotten Tomatoes, so that part was actually good to look at, I will say. I'm done, guys. I really am done. So, if you guys enjoyed this, I guess you could say, rant on this film, please click the like button. And if you enjoyed what you've seen here and you want to see future videos from me, please click the subscribe button so that you never miss a video. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great week, Battle Squad. And as always, fight the good fight. Don't waste your money on seeing this god-awful film. Please, go see Wonder Woman. It's a perfect film. Go see it. Not this film. Peace!